It's hard to believe, but later this week we'll be celebrating our 2000th show.
Hey guys, welcome to Filmmania. As you know, there are a lot of controversies regarding the Ellen DeGeneres daytime show. The speculation grew rampant about the future of this show. Last month, a couple of allegations came onto the surface about the mistreatment of some staff members. This has led to swirling about the future of this daytime staple show, which began in 2003. Currently, there have been news that the parent company, Warner Brothers, who runs the show, is conducting some internal investigations regarding some sexual and verbal assailants of some former staff members. The staff said that they had to face racism, sexual misconduct, and bullying when they worked on the sets of the show during filming. Ellen DeGeneres was later accused of the incident that took place in the sets. People are pointing fingers towards her as she is one of the main producers of the show. She is supposed to take care of the mishaps that are happening on the sets. People believe that she was being oblivious, or worse, turning a blind eye towards the misbehavior, and also on the critics who piled on blaming her. Ellen expressed her regret for the accusation of racism, sexual harassment, and intimidation, which were stated by some of the unnamed former employees against some of the producers. The Warner Brothers made a statement regarding this act previously. They had to say that it is disappointing that the primary findings of the investigation indicate some deficiencies related to the show's day-to-day management. We have identified several staffing changes, along with appropriate measures to address the issues that have been raised, and are taking the first steps to implement them. Now, some questions are being raised in the fans' minds regarding this show lately. Whose heads are gonna roll? Will Ellen quit the show? If she leaves, then who's gonna replace her? Is the show really returning even after this fall? It is pretty much unknown to us all. Last week, Ellen said that she initially promised that the show would be a place of happiness. No one will ever raise their voice against the show ever, and everyone will be treated with respect. In the last few days, this has been changed, and she said she's sorry about that. The reporter later stated that she vowed for staff changes. Also, the reporter added that one of the 3 producers from the show is expected to leave. Her apology was quickly followed by a bunch of speculations all over the internet. People think that she will walk away from the show, in which she earns $50 million a year, even though she has 2 years of her contract left, which she signed in May of 2019. Warner Brothers later confirmed that there is no plan to call it quits. Nobody is going off the air, as tweeted by Andy Lassner recently. The studio's senior VP, Blake Bryant, said that the show is going to return on September 9th and declined any further comment. Ending the show at these peak hours is not actually possible. It has been estimated that Ellen had an average of 2.4 million viewers in their last season. It is currently at the number 3 spot amongst the other popular TV shows, just behind Dr. Phil and Live. Not only this, but also the show is telecasted on almost every station of ABC's networks, and is also aired in a variety of stations across the whole country. Even if Ellen is bailed out after the 2 years of her contract, which expires in May of 2022, it is not possible to assign a completely new host for the show instantly. The stations have to organize a whole new show, and they will have to sell it to those stations all over again. There are some hopes left, as all is not yet lost. People still think that the show could bounce back, as it has been a massive hit over the last 17 years. It has made a hell of a lot of money in the past years, and Ellen has made a lot of goodwill with her fans. It is predicted that the fans may forgive her. Veteran TV producers said that if she takes action and accountability, she'll recover. He also added that she should address it on her show, make another statement, and say that she wasn't as in the loop as she should have been, but the show bears her name, so it is her responsibility to take care of her employees. The principal of the Abacus Financial Business Management also had some points regarding the incident. He said that Ellen is not bulletproof on this one. There are a lot of allegations against the top producers, so her future will depend on how active she is in the day-to-day operations as an executive producer. Nothing is pointing at her directly. Yes, there was some poor oversight, but she has been not the culprit at this point. Everything associated with the show is hoping to get this blown over, and it's pretty sure that she will address it on her premiere of the show on September 9th. There will probably be some staff changes, and let us hope that people will move on and take her on her word that she wants to do something better.